Good morning, thanks for watching Living Local. So today we are getting with GermBustMyBins and I'm gonna find out what it means to get busted.
Oh, there's something so real about living local, about the people and the places where we live. Just look at all the reasons why we call this home. And I'm loving living local. I'm living local 'cause it's where I love to be.
Thanks for watching Living Local. So I'm here with John of GermBustMyBins. I just love that name. Did you come up with that, or how did that come from?
We did. It was a mouthful at first, but yeah, we came up with it and it seems to work well. So what our company does is it shows up curbside on trash day. It cleans your trash bins after they've been emptied by your trash collector. So it disinfects, sanitizes, and deodorizes your trash bins.
Which is a great need. At first you hear it and you're like, wait, but I can clean my own trash can. But you don't get it, because there's more to it, right?
Right. If you do this yourself, what you're doing is you're using water and some sort of a detergent typically. And by doing so, when you're cleaning that trash bin out, you're dumping it typically down your driveway. And what happens is that water rolls down your driveway into your storm drain, which ends up in your retention pond or in the natural waterways throughout the area.
Which is where you're fishing, you're doing all your,
Exactly.
all that
so
stuff.
You're putting contaminated water into the natural waterways. We go from Conway down to Pawleys Island and up to Charlotte, North Carolina. So basically that triangle area and everybody in between.
You guys come once a month to clean it?
Yes, what we do is we come on trash day and we send an automated text message and email to our customers the night prior just to remind them that we're coming out. And then they get into the routine. They know that we'll be back again in 4 weeks.
When you go to clean these bins, what is the process?
So what we do is the trucks, like you see behind us, will show up at your curb on trash day. Our technicians will inspect the bin to see that it, what kind of condition it's in. Typically, there's a lot of just nasty baked on grossness.
Yay!
And they'll look at it. But what we have is these lifters on the back of the truck that lift it up. It's like if you can envision a dishwasher on wheels pulling up to your house. So it's 230 degree hot, high pressure water, no chemicals added to it.
230 degrees.
Yeah, so
holy moly.
It's really like a cup coming out of your dishwasher. It's steam cleaned and ready to go for another 4 weeks.
That's amazing.
First time cleanings might take us 8 to 10 minutes. And then once we get you on our maintenance cycle, about 2.5 to 3 minutes.
I know my dad always made me push out the dumpsters when I was growing up in the house, and they were disgusting.
Yeah.
And there's things growing on them and moving in them. So a nice clean trash can would be nice.
Yeah, people don't really think about that when they're pulling their trash bins to the curb.
Yeah.
And then they leave it there and then they go in the car and they're putting all those germs around their steering wheel, or they go in their house and they're spreading it through all the surfaces in the house.
Ugh.
So by having a fresh, clean trash can every month, you're kind of avoiding some of that.
Yeah. I just love the idea of this thing because it's just something that you wouldn't think of, and at the same time it's such a good thing to have.
Yeah, absolutely. If you think about it, you've got an empty trash can, why does it still smell? Because it's got odor-causing bacteria, and they're just taking care of all the remnants that have been left behind by the trash trucks.
No, it makes so much sense.
Yep.
It really makes so much sense. So you do a variety of sizes, right?
We do. We do all of the residential totes. So your smaller recycle bins up to your 96-gallon trash totes. And then we also do the big metal dumpsters that you'd find behind, say, a restaurant.
Wow.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10-yard dumpsters. We steam clean those inside and out and underneath those, so the dumpster pads are nice and clean. That's where pests and rodents and all that like to hide. So we get to keep those clean as well. It is roughly $10 per month.
Well, that's nothing.
Per household. If you have multiple bins, we discount the second and third bin.
Nice.
And if you prepay annually, we actually discount you 10% for that as well. This retains that dirty water. Again, we don't use any chemicals, so the dirty water is retained and it's disposed of properly through the sanitary sewer system and then processed and put back out into the environment. So it's really doing a great thing for the environment. If you think about it, the average homeowner, when they're trying to do it themselves with a hose, they use about 20 gallons of water doing so.
Yeah.
Plus some bleach or whatever they decide to turn in there. If you do that twice a year, that's 40 gallons of water for one trash bin.
Wow.
Not counting the houses with 2 or 3 trash bins. That could lead to, in a community like ours with 100,000 households, 40 gallons each, that's 4 million gallons of water going into these retention ponds.
It's crazy when you add it up like that.
Yeah.
That's insane. And you have a really great team. We were following Connor around as he was kind of cleaning some of the bins, and we even made him show us some of his talents of balancing stuff on his chin. He says he can balance anything on his chin. I tried
even
to
the trash can. We can get him to do that.
But he wanted to make sure he cleaned it first. So
so
we got the broom today. But just a fun team. I mean, you have really great guys. And with a name like GermBustMyBins, you have all of these cool stickers and things that you leave for people that say I've been busted.
Yeah.
I love it. Having fun with the name.
So now we're finding our customers saying, hey, when do I get busted again?
When do I get busted? I need to be busted. That's so fun. Well, thanks so much, John, for chatting with us and telling us a little bit about what you offer. Really cool service, you guys.